Okay, clock is running. This is the sixth video in the series of the Battle of Gettysburg. Let's see if I can find it again. There we go. Okay. And this is a Wargamer's design studio game of the Battle of Gettysburg. Very good one, I might add. Um, and I'm playing the Confederates, and artificial intelligence is playing the Union. It is July 1st, 1863, 12:40 p.m. It's the Confederate movement phase, turn 18 of 156. You hear the furnace going behind me. It's still cold around here, and my computer is right in front of the furnace actually, so hopefully it'll shut off in a couple of minutes and then it'll get a little quieter. So, let's reacquaint ourselves with what we have here. We've got Heth's division, just a little north of the peach orchard. It made a flanking move. And we've got a Union regiment just east of the Snyder House coming up the Emmitsburg Road, and I'm sure there's more behind them. Meanwhile, we have Davis's brigade of Heth's division deployed here in the woods. We've got an artillery section here. We've got one going in with this regiment here. I'll move him in. We'll turn him see now. What? Ah, shit. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't curse. I made a mistake. Okay. I don't have enough movement to deploy him anyway. We'll put this guy in the woods. And I will unlimber him. So this section is limbered. This is this is limbered. This is unlimbered in here and unlimbered in here. Okay. Now what do we got up here? There's the clump of trees that was Lee's. That was the target of Pickett's charge. Okay. This is Brockenborough's brigade. So we're going to march them up this road, up the Emmitsburg Road. Now we're going to take this two-gun section, march up with them. Let me change the view here. Put on map elevation so I can see the elevation of each hex. So we've got high ground here. Well, who are these guys? This is Pettigrew. Well, I see this is Brock and Brawl. I was wondering, I thought he had more than two regiments, so this is his third one. Wow, this is really a crappy road. Well, I'm going to move these sections up here. What's this one sitting here? Well, I've got Pender's division coming in behind Heth, so I really have to hold this area here. I've got a section of artillery here, but where's the best place to place it? Now, this is high ground here, but it's out in the open. I could put it in these woods back here. Or if I bring it up here, it's low ground. This is too far forward. What a dilemma, what a dilemma. But what if I bring it right there? So it'll cover this whole area in here. I think that's what I'll do. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah, I can unlimber it. Let's see if I can turn it. Yeah, I need to turn it one more, but that'll do for the time. What a crummy road. Where's Archer? Where is he? This is probably Pender. No, this is Archer. Okay. This apparently is a better stretch of cow path. than when you cross this stream. Oh good, Archer's not too far away. This is the nice thing about these colored bases. You can see Archer is all in blue, and then Pender's division starts behind him. This brigade is, oh, this is still Archer, I'm sorry. Archer's in red. This artillery battery is in blue. It's Pegrams. This is still Archer back here, and then now this is Lane, so he's part of Pender's division. Okay, so he's all in a, it's a pretty green, like a fluorescent green base. This was genius because it makes things so much easier on the battlefield when you get so many units like you do at Gettysburg, so close together. Okay, so Pender's. So we got both Pender's and Archer's division down here. Before I forget, oh, here's that skirmisher. Oh no, this is, yeah, that's a skirmisher. So I'm going to keep moving him. He's not going to be able to recover disruption, but I want to get him as close to the division as possible. So then he can sit there and recover. I don't want him left behind, so he'll never catch up. Okay, now these guys may have to go in the line. We'll see. They're just covering this road so Pender's division can get by without getting into a firefight. Yeah, I'll have to deploy those in line. These guys aren't going to get all the way by just because of all this artillery. They did a nice job with the look of these units, especially the artillery and supply wagons. They're nicely done. Oh, 3 more. Whoops, it's making me dizzy here. Okay, I'm moving the cursor way too fast. Okay, these guys, so let's send the leaders back here. This is Perrin's brigade, so we'll deploy him in line. Now we'll see how close these guys want to get. Let's see if I can turn him one click. Oh, shit. Turned him the wrong way. Oh, but I straightened them out. Good. So they're all facing this way. You can see He's in line, so if he crosses this stream, he'll be disordered unless he gets into column and crosses, and then he'll have to reform into line at the beginning of the next turn. Meanwhile, I'll bring him under fire. So this guy will go into line and okay. All right, so Pender's division is okay. We've got this artillery battalion moving down the Chambersburg Pike, so we'll continue to move those. Hopefully we don't run into anything because we don't have any infantry with them or even near them. But I somehow think the Union attention will be focused elsewhere. So maybe these guys will get by and then they'll go with the flanking operation. Okay, now I think I get some reinforcements. Let's see if I do. Yeah. Oh, how nice. Some more artillery. Jesus. Holy moly. Another battalion. Oh, Garnett's battalion. I think that goes with Pender's division. Okay. Oh, I wish I had some infantry around there. Well, that is a little worrisome. I don't think there's any infantry coming down that road. Although Lee and Longstreet do. Maybe they bring something with them. Well, we'll see. Anyway, it's a ways before they get close to this battle area. I may bring them all the way down to Hare Tavern and then just have them cut across here. And maybe I can drop one of Pender's, or a couple regiments of Pender's division back there to kind of go to Hare Tavern and hold it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that's... Now we've got roads. Something tells me there's Yankees in this town. Oop, what did I do here? Got to first click a hex near here and then do this expand. Okay, so we got the 1st Brigade here. Let's see if it meets. So this is Iverson. He's going to go in there until he runs into something, which is probably going to be pretty soon. Let's see if I can create a skirmisher. Let's Control S. Maybe I can't create any. Oh no. User's manual. Okay, let's see if I can find skirmishers. Skirmisher formation. Okay. How do I create it? Thought it was Control S. Skirmishers represent, see out 2 directions, 2 hexes, okay. Okay, how do I create it? Only in the movement phase. Only units in line and dismounted cavalry can deploy skirmishes. Okay, well that's the key right there. I'm not in line, so I can't deploy them. What's that Union flag doing there? Let me see if I have objectives. Let's take objectives off. Okay, good. That was only an objective hex, not... So I can't deploy skirmishers until I'm in line, which means I'm going to have to go in there with a regiment to see what's there. That's kind of a scary, but we've got to do it. Okay, we don't see anybody yet. Wow. Isn't that amazing? I go all the way through and I don't see anybody. Okay, let's get Iverson through. Cool. So Mr. Artificial Intelligence didn't think roads would go through Gettysburg. This is interesting. So I'm at the position the Union should be holding. Instead, the Confederates are going to hold it. Wow, that's a switch. Yep. I'm just going to sail on through with as many units as I can get through without a fight. And there's Cemetery Hill. All mine. That's a switcheroo. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Well, we're in there with some real strength now. Let me zoom out a little here. I wanted to zoom in with all the clutter in Gettysburg to make sure I didn't miss the road. These roads are hard to see. They should have. The standard military map always makes the roads red, and I wish they would have done that in this game. It would have been much easier to see. And then make the secondary roads like dashed red. That would have been perfect. Okay. We are on a roll. I may have to detour this artillery around Gettysburg. Just depends if he has anything in there. I'll have to spread out one brigade in Gettysburg to guard my right flank. Hope he's got nothing on the left flank, but I don't want any of this artillery meleeed in there. But it's a kind of a miracle I'm pushing so much through the city, because I'll be able to take up a defensive position at Cemetery Hill, and then ironically the Union will have to attack me there, which I'm sure they'll do eventually. Now, my question is, where are the two Union corps? I've encountered some scattered units, but no real strength. Okay, now hopefully this wagon will go as far as this road here so I can turn off with it. Yay! Now I can pass these guys down. So that's Ramser, and there's Fitzlee, okay. I'll bring the wagon back. Oop, I can't, he's out of gas. Well, that's okay. So drop Fitzlee down here. I think I'll halt them right there. Okay. That worked out good. Now, let's see if I'm going to be fired on. Union defensive fire. Oh yeah. These guys down here, now I get to fire back at them. It's not going to be all that effective, but it will be if they move up. Let's see what I'm armed with though. Rifle, musket. Yeah, I guess I can. It's kind of long range, but let's see what the result is. 2 men. What's this guy? Rifle, musket. Good. 4. Okay. Rifle, musket. Good. No effect. Okay. I guess that's all the firing I'm going to do. I just wanted to see what would... It's too far away, really, so... Melee. I don't have any. Union movement. Now, this is what's going to be interesting. Oop, let me scale down here a little. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff crawling out of the rat hole here on Emmitsburg Road. So somebody's marching up the road. Looks like there's a battery there. Battery there. Wow, he's got like 3 batteries. And where's this? Oh, these are these guys that were advancing on me on the screen for Pender's move. This keeps switching so fast. What? Confederate defended? Well, let's see if I... So he's still got all his positions in the south of... I shouldn't say it. South of Oak Hill. He hasn't moved any of them or mounted them up that I can see. He's got a column down here. Okay. So I get to fire, and I'm not going to fire. I really don't have anything to shoot at. Union offensive fire. Okay, go ahead, shoot at me. 1 man. Okay, Union melee. We don't have that. Reinforcements have arrived. Probably Early's division, I would guess. Okay. Huh. We've got 2 artillery batteries and an infantry regiment. This guy's on low ground here. This guy's on high ground. Okay, let's turn this battery. Ah, shit. Should keep swearing like that. Oh, yeah, it is Control H to turn that way. Well, now that I think of it, he's better off facing the way he was. Well, this is interesting. Let me do roads first. We've got high ground here. Hmm. Hmm. 530 feet. I can't see. Let's turn off map labels so I can see what's under it. It's 7. That's low ground. I like the map labels, but I couldn't see what was under there. Okay, low ground. So I want to occupy these 2 hexes. Now let's see. I've got Heth coming from this direction, so he's going to occupy the west side over here, and Rhodes, I think, is going to fan out here, except I have to send a brigade down the road because I know stuff's going to be coming up the Baltimore Pike. So the 1st Brigade goes down the Baltimore Pike to block it. That's Iverson. So we'll send him marching down here, see if he encounters anything. But I want to keep anything, because I know stuff. Oh, look at this position. Here we go. Here's where I want to set up, right in here. That's a good blocking position. Too bad I don't have some cavalry. I'd move them down there, lickety split. So move Iverson's brigade down there. I'll have to move some artillery down with them. Is this going to be interesting or what? So the Confederates are going to be defending here. The Union's going to be attacking. Oh, that's the old switcheroo. We've got Ewell there. I'll leave him behind. We don't need him with Iverson. Okay, who's this? O'Neill. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. Almost all of the Union Army is coming up the Taneytown or Emmitsburg Road. Early is headed down from the northeast, so don't have to really occupy much of this area. Actually, Early could do it. I'm going to park Ewell over here. So I'm going to send there are only 31 men here. Oh, it's mounted. Jesus. I wish. Oh, well, I couldn't have done anything about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send the mounted unit down here. Obviously, it's pretty weak, but it's a great scout. I'm going to deploy. Where am I going to deploy? Or try to get as far down here as possible. Oh, this area looks dandy. I've got the woods protecting my left. I've got streams. He has to be in column to cross the streams. We've got a bridge here. And then I've got good defensive terrain behind me. I'm going to try to make for the Miller house. I'm a little ways away from it, but I don't think anything's coming up the Baltimore Pike for a while. So that's my goal, and then I'll send my cavalry ahead if I can get that far, and I can scout down the road and be aware when anybody's coming up the road. Okay, so I lost myself. Let me get my... Okay, so this... He's kind of strung out, but he's going down here. And I've got to slough off one brigade to the side to see if anybody is... Any Union troops are actually on the edge of the city. Maybe not. But I won't know until I do that. At least I'll be able to strongly hold the road, which I know a lot of Union troops will be coming up. Although I don't know if any are coming up anytime soon. It's all the farther they can go. Okay. Oh, that's right. They were back a ways. Okay, who's this? This is Daniel. That's a big brigade, I remember. Geez, I can't even see where this road goes. Is that a road? Yeah, the pike. Okay, we'll send him. Down this way to see if anybody's there. Interesting. There's not. Okay, here's another road snaking through here. Nobody in there. Wow. Is there another road up here? Yeah, there is. See, you can't even see it. Where does it go here? Road. So it goes doom, doom, doom. Okay, let's send a unit there. I'll clear the town. Nope, nobody there. Okay. Well, we'll put Daniels there to make sure no one moves there from that direction. Because I want to hold the town open for early. Okay, now where's the damn road go? Thought it'd be down there. Yeah, it is. Oh, but that's as much as he can move. Okay, that makes sense. So I think it's safe to say that the town is cleared, and now I hold it in strength, so nobody is likely to sneak in, hopefully. I don't think there'd be anybody on the east side of the town. So this is wonderful. Let me, yeah. Road slips right in there. See, it's hard to see with all this clutter here. I can go one more, I guess. What about here? I guess I can go there too. I better keep this at this view. It's too hard to see inside of Gettysburg. I don't really want to get off the main drag here. I gotta move this artillery south. Now this is what Rhodes could have done and should have done. Go straight to Gettysburg, but everything's easier with in the aftermath, because you can go and analyze all the mistakes. But when you're in the middle of something, it's like when you're in the middle of doing a project, there's a lot of things you don't see, but after it's all over and you go back and look at it, you can always say, oh, I should have anticipated this, I should have done this, I should have done that. That's the interesting thing with all these battles, because in my mind, the two battles that had all these alternate possibilities were Waterloo and Gettysburg, because you can do a lot of what ifs at both battles. Like in Gettysburg, well, what if Stuart had stayed with Lee's army and he was the one that entered Gettysburg first? Or what if Lee had used Anderson's division on the first day when it entered the battlefield instead of having it halt? If he would have thrown it into battle, what would have been a result of that? So I mean, there's like dozens. What if Slocum, who halted his corps, Fifth Corps, I think, at the Two Taverns for several hours before he moved on to Gettysburg? What if he just kept moving on Gettysburg? You know, it's one of those march to the sound of the guns things, but I guess he couldn't, because of atmospherics, he couldn't hear the guns, at Gettysburg, but he could have sent, which he didn't, he could have sent someone forward to go to Gettysburg to see what the situation is. Instead, he just sat there like a lump. But there's like, in both battles, there are just numerous things like that. That you always want to see how the battle would have turned out. Like here, we've got a flanking operation with A.P. Hill's two divisions, and then Rhodes moves right into Gettysburg. Now, that is certainly unanticipated. And so what the results of that are going to be will be interesting. But if this had happened, wagon, I'm pretty sure Meade would have retired at Pipe Creek. And there's a scenario in here to play Pipe Creek, which would be interesting. I'll hold behind this river, or stream, not river. Okay. Now I got reinforcements. I'm assuming that's early. No, it's Lee. Jeez, he's by himself. Oh no, he actually has one's a fair size unit, the 1st Virginia. Okay, so there's some troops with these wagons. Okay, where am I going to cut off with them? I have a feeling the Union now is going to take those troops in South Oak Creek and deploy them towards Gettysburg, which means I don't think he'll be watching the roads. Ideally, I want to get all the way to Hare Tavern before I turn off with that artillery, so I'm still a ways away. But I may have to halt this artillery until I determine what the situation is. It's kind of scary just having this long line of artillery with no protection marching around. But I have a feeling the forward troops will be a focus for the Union to concentrate on, so hopefully there won't be stray units just roaming around. They'll all be focused in the Gettysburg area. because actually that's where the Confederates are. Instead of fighting to get to Gettysburg, the Union will be fighting to get into Gettysburg. Right now, Buford and whatever units are around Oak Hill are cut off. So we'll see what they do. They may try to circle around and then this artillery will come across them. I don't know. Or they may try to go into Gettysburg. Okay. Oh, more of these guys. There's a ton of them. We will see. Well, I guess in this game, they didn't put in the railroad bed that runs parallel and just a little north of the Chambersburg Pike. I wonder why. That was the equivalent of a road. I don't think they had tracks laid there. I think it was just a bed leveled out for the tracks. So if I had that here, I could march that cavalry with Lee down that road. Here I don't see how I can get ahead of this artillery unless they stop, which they may have to do. We'll send the big boy. We've got 250 man regiment here. Oop, that's all they can move. These other two. Okay. That's it. Now I gotta go back and move the two divisions, I believe. Okay, here they are. All right, we got Brockenborough. Where's the rest of them? Back here. Okay, so he's got 3 regiments. I guess that's it for him. So after Rhodes's artillery passes through Gettysburg, I think I'm going to pass Rhodes's whole division down to the south to block the Baltimore Pike. And then I'm going to take Heth's division and deploy him south of Gettysburg and then along the Taneytown Road here. Maybe Emmitsburg Road too out here. And then I'll wait for Early's division and see if I can pass them through Gettysburg, and they'll take the east side of Gettysburg, and then Pender will come up here as well, I guess. I mean, that's the idea. So these three sections of artillery will go up here. Well, this would be so nice defending with the Confederate Army instead of attacking with it. Okay, so that's gone away. Now, I have a battery here. Do we want to reface these guys? I'd like to put them out here, but they'd be out in the open. Actually, here they're kind of hidden, which is interesting. So the Union may not be aware of it until they come right up here, right above them. I'm going to turn them. Okay, counterclockwise, so I'm going clockwise, yeah. I'll turn him clockwise. So these guys are pointed in this direction now. So if he tries to come around through here to flank me, I'll be able to fire at him. And he's unlimbered, which is good. Now this guy in here, he's limbered. He's in line, facing south, so I want to reface him. Clockwise, I want to reface the artillery. Clockwise, oh shit. Oh, I shouldn't talk like that. I forgot to turn off the infantry, so he faced an additional click clockwise, which I'm going to have to, I better correct that now. So I'm going to have to do a counterclockwise to straighten him out. Fortunately, I had the movement points. Got to watch that. So the artillery will move another clockwise. Now I'll deploy them. Yeah, so they're all set. These guys are facing this way. And these guys are facing straight. Well, they can't see anything out here. They can see stuff to those woods, so I'm going to reface them clockwise. Deploy the artillery. Reface them clockwise. So these guys are going to fire here. If the Union occupies these woods and tries to turn this position, then these guys will fire on them. Okay, so Davis is all set. Those are big honking brigade regiments too. So they're all set here to defend the march of these guys to Gettysburg. comes Archer. Better check the time here. Oh, 106. Damn. That went by pretty quick. Okay, well, I better stop moving. I'll just move Archer's stuff up and then I'll stop. Sometimes when you're doing this, the time really does fly. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, that's part of Archer. All right, excellent. So that will be it for today.